Running down on D, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm man trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Yeah, Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? And with some that paper, lame, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast, untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love and I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite.
It's the 2K Game Show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami, they've had some struggles so far in the early part of the season, but they've been modifying their approach and their game plan each time out. While they haven't seen the hard work pay off yet, this is a team that's vocalized their dedication to doing whatever it takes to continue to improve. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the Shaq.
life. Yeah, everybody loves Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands for.
I think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish, Ernie. Let me finish. I'm quick to say, hey, I got 4 rings, but I could
You
not,
are quick to say that.
Could not do without Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw was a guy that always looked for me, similar with when how Kenny played with the team. He came down, made sure I got my shots off first. Derek Fisher, we all remember the .04 shot. Rick Fox was a hustler to go out and play. Big Shot Bob.
Oh, wow.
Saved
One of
me
my
so
favorites,
many
too.
times.
So he's won both of our favorites.
Big Shot Bob saved me so many times. I would probably only have one without Big Shot Bob. And Nick Van Exel, even though me and Nick didn't win together, we had a great time.
Well, obviously, he said Big Shot. Hakeem, Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, Vernon Maxwell. But one of my favorite of all time, Chucky Brown.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite teammate is Chucky Brown of all time.
You didn't say Otis Thorpe?
No, but Otis was cool.
Oh, my
but
God.
But Chucky Brown was my favorite teammate of all time, man.
Guess who I would say my favorite teammates are?
Who?
Who's that? It's us? Oh, Ernie.
Really?
I thought you were going to say
Thanks,
another guy
Ernie.
who wasn't here.
I'm getting choked up a little bit. Thanks for joining us.
Need some tissue.
What a setting, a nighttime view of vibrant Miami's downtown. It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown. Heat. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Durant. Sean Kemp is out there with Jordan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Peyton in at the point guard. No good from Dragic.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 4-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that kind of loss sticks with you for a while because they probably felt they were the better team on that night. They just could not make the plays down the stretch.
Guys, you know, there are times when you would rather lose by double digits than to let a win get away from you when you thought you had. And that sometimes is harder to deal with.
Bangs home the trifecta.
You really can't allow him too many open looks like that. mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Durant attacking, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Durant's got his second bucket.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Wade. His last outing, 16 points for him. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball. Basketball to me, executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunky. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dragic kicks to Dang. Wade outside. Bosh, the screen. Shoots off the screen. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspension. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Durant, the pass to Kemp. Lets the Payton's shot is off. And gee, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Kemp. And that one is stuffed right through.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one. one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Baca comes in for Sean Kemp. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Peyton. And the Heat with some changes. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Dang. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Thunder. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front-court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Here is Ibaka after the Heat pick up two. Over to the wing. Here's Morrow. Chris Bosh with the rebound. The Heat trail by 3.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Right side Durant. And Adams with the slam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thanks again, Doris. Back to Ibaka. This one for 3. No luck. Will he go the other way with... it. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Green. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Adams, and stolen by Chalmers. Winslow kicks to Chalmers. The drive by Bosh. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Gary Payton is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then it's Jordan. And it's Kemp in at the 4 slot.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice. Oh! And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team. that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
Good try.
in a game, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here is Kemp. The Heat knocking down the tray. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it... was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Now here's Payton. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Banked in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 2.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Dragic dishes to Wade, and he gets it to go. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And stolen by Payton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. 6th in steals, 9th in blocks. And you know what? They're also in the top half of the league in scoring second chance points. There's room for improvement there, but I don't think they're too disappointed with what they've done in that area so far.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Here's Morrow after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Westbrook kicks to Kemp. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Luol Deng.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Right side a screen. And Durant comes to help. Feeds to Green. This one for 3.
You know, his shooting percentage has fallen off here in the second. He just can't get the ball in the basket. He's really struggling.
Durant, the pass to Kemp. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Westbrook dishes to Jordan. No good. Nice D from Dang.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now here's Green. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh is checked in for Dang. Winslow comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Shot clock at 2. Here's Durant. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Dwayne Wade.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Durant kicks to Ibaka. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. 1:07 left in the first half of basketball. They set the pick inside. Off the pick. That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders cut down to 1 on the bucket from McRoberts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you. Check out the game for McRoberts. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
That'll be a 5-second call. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Winslow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Heat lead by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And, guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder leading by just 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the three, and the defenses can key on that. You want to keep your offense unpredictable, which is why you need to establish a presence inside. Once you do that, then you can play inside out, and you've got the defense right where you want it.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you, whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Give it up for your Heat.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Miami trailing. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Vaj, your small and power forward. Dragic is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in its center.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Dang attacking. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And it's 6 points for Luol Deng. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the...
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And really... He epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now, here's Jordan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Payton against Dragic. Now Wade. Passes it to Whiteside. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Payton outside. An amazing... Finish with a hand right in his face. Payton's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Morrow's checked in. The kick out to Westbrook. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Kemp passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And it's Kemp with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Green kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Back to Whiteside. That drops. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. Number 5 is Hassan Whiteside.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got
that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever. Seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Down low. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Bosch.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Westbrook kicks to Kemp. Tries again. No good from Jordan.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Dang can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The 3. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 5 rebounds tonight. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Dang. Dang's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Jordan. Baca comes in for Sean Kemp. Durant's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Peyton. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Green, no luck. Stolen by Bosch. Chalmers dishes to Green. Good ball movement here by Miami. Bosch passes to Chalmers. And McRoberts kicks to Green. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ibaka. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Chalmers.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Augustine. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside for Durant. Wade against Payton. Here's Adams. Nice D from Bosch. He'd have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And Green with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The second chance effort. And the shot falls short this time. Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside, Green. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Substitution for Heat. Luol Deng.
8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Deng with the bucket.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
6 seconds left in the third. Westbrook. Here's Payton. They can't stop the run with that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Thunder with the lead. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant is out there with Sean Kemp. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Payton. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Durant gets it to go.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Wade with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Deng. Can't get it to go. Good D by Jordan. Payton drives in. Soft. Touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make. On 9 shots from the floor.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. And the trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
And the clock and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Payton drives in. Here's Kemp, and Whiteside sends it back, but he stays with it. For 3, Westbrook. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
The Thunder leading by 4. Stolen by Wade. Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Durant in the corner. All alone. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Dragic. Another miss by Dragic.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Here's Payton. That's good, and so West. Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Buries it down low. Wade's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Out to Payton. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Here's Whiteside. Count it! And 11 chance for a 3-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And stolen by Jordan. Moving it up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're losing by 5. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. .153 left here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Wade. Again, the miss by the Heat.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And Kemp slams it in.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 7. There's a minute 40. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Dragic with a wide open look. The Thunder pull it in.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Wade with it. Now Payton defending. The drive by Wade, and Jordan sends it back. One-on-one fast break. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Shots. Good by Durant.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Bosh can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And Durant, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done. He's got 13 points and 4 assists as well.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Wade against Westbrook. Wade kicks to Dragic. And that time, also a missed shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Durant, no good.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Whiteside. Tipped away. Out to the right wing. Dang gets a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, a terrific win against a high-caliber opponent. What can you say about how they played against you tonight?
Well, they got the heart of a champion. You know, their coach is unbelievable. He does so many good things with those guys. So we knew it was going to be a game. They just kept fighting and made it tough on us, man. I'm glad we got this one up.
Kevin, thank you so much. Certainly a high-caliber win, guys. Over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no brake light, crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how I feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here ballin', it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe. believe I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you try to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want get rich. I don't think you want get rich.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like yo. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is
win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life. All it's true is win. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, brace you up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, hit the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
feels like hot gossip and mandarin. County ball folks waiting on a chick with your hands out. I gotta laugh at you and call it luck because it wasn't due to you. Don't mean I ain't paying dues. You stupid. I'm on my mind for reaching things that you can't. Just know I'm doing something you ain't. Simple and plain.